Hello again to another episode of Sore Feet Adventurers. We left off, you guys had just saved. You saved Solis of Solis of Dulce's troop. Let's go from there. You guys are planning to go to the Navy base.
If we make Solis looking like a beggar, and sadly, smelling like one too, I don't think the guards would bother her.
Solis?
She's just kind of leaning on you, still kind of tears still kind of rolling down.
Yeah.
Harry would
she's
look
kind of
over.
pretty much holding you close, her arms kind of around you.
Yeah, no, I give her shoulder a squeeze because I've got my arms around her too.
Oh yeah.
And Harry would look over. That might not be the safest option.
What would you suggest?
I can look into a couple safe houses we have. I don't know how secure they're going to be though, since the Thieves Guild's apparently been compromised. So that is an option.
He's kind of here where also, what's going on?
The lords are fighting, and we're dealing with their fallout.
The nobles?
The lords of Utherencia are fighting for the crown.
You see your face just in thought. Why?
Because their father was an idiot.
Either way, we are trying to figure out what to do with you so you do not turn into fodder.
Oh, great.
She deserves to know.
You could say it a little nicer.
Where can I go? Don't leave. She kind of grips a little tight on you, Balsa.
I really don't want to, but I have to find the rest of the troop.
Is there someone you know could find them?
I don't know.
You said you were able to contact your teacher with a cleric? Can you do the same with... If we get a cleric to contact, would they be able to contact your troop?
Potentially. But it would be the cleric talking and not me. I don't know how safe that would be.
Can roll history.
Okay.
I'll roll history.
Would
I
I?
was going to say from...
Oh, yeah. So this is my area.
A wizard. I can't do
A wizard.
services, and it wasn't for a teacher.
Okay. I'm going to roll...
I wonder if we could get Kurth to try and find them.
And that is a 10.
Who's Kurt?
Kurth Firewatcher. He's a seer.
That Kurt?
Yeah.
Why would he help us? Why couldn't he seen this going to happen?
I haven't seen him since the night after the ship was attacked. But we are working towards the same goal. I want to tell you what I'm doing, but I can't.
I can't go back to being just dancing. She kind of leans at you. Simple. Why are we dragged into this?
Ebals is frowning and looking off towards the ground.
It's because, with time, everything will change. And for you, hopefully good. If we succeed in our plan.
Is there anyone you know? She's looking at... She stares at Oakley and goes back to Belthane.
Well...
You're soldiers, aren't you?
How are you with a broom?
What'd you say again?
How are you with a broom?
What?
Are you good at cleaning?
She just stares at you, mystified, as tears run out of her eyes.
I might have someone you can stay with in the meantime, but you cannot be a useless layabout. I'm not saying you are. but that might be his opinion.
I can clean, but... Yes, I can clean, but who?
Are you good with mathematics? Arithmetic?
I know magic.
Out of character, if she was planning the pyrotechnics for our shows, she'd be pretty good.
I could probably make 2. Who? I don't...
An old friend, Stratton Hammerfist. He runs a shop.
Harry turns to him. Would he be willing to? He says he doesn't want to get involved in this. By sending her to him, you are getting him involved.
Technically, she's a neutral party at this point if she's hidden. And on top of that, by now, the whole populace will be involved. This is going to be a civil war. It's better than to find a safer place.
A war? She's kind of looking at you about a war.
We're trying to stop it.
Remember, no place is safe, only safer. I am trying to find that place for you.
What if we send her outside of Freehaven?
No, I don't. That's too far.
That's risky. She's not a dwarf, and I can't put her up anywhere.
I have a couple locations that I know for sure would be safe.
Family?
She doesn't answer. Kind of.
I'm gonna do a gut check.
Did you get
15?
You do know you still haven't looked at the base?
Well, yeah.
I have an idea.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm doing a gut check about where we should send Celise to keep her safe.
You know among some people, you know some pretty powerful people, and there's always, you could go to a temple that you're maybe close. And you are also technically guild members.
It would be about a day's journey from this island, but I could send her to Teenish.
Teenish is your grandmother?
Isn't
Something
your
like that.
Dragon grandma?
Yeah. She was a great warrior in past times. She'd be able to protect you.
I don't want to leave the rest of them.
I know, but I would send for you as soon as we find them.
What about here? There's somewhere safe here.
Here's gonna look at Belrothian. Are you able to get in contact with Faustus and see if I can't say his name.
Faustus.
Faustus? Okay, Faustus. To see if he is able to maybe secretly establish a safe house for her, to put her up for, say, 48 hours or something.
Well. Or longer, because, after this point, he owes my troop.
Based on the conversation I just had with the High Marshal, she's probably not going to care. And we can't get directly into contact with High Boss, or the High Lord. Because the Marshal's taking the calls, if you will.
Then what about Kurth?
We can't get a hold of him directly like we can with the High Marshal.
We could pay someone at a temple to message Kurth to message us.
I don't know if it'll work.
I suppose that's true. They'd have to know him.
What if we send it to this dragon lady you speak of? She was a warrior. If we find any rest of your troop, we send them there too.
That would work. My mom lives in the same village. She'd help take care of you.
She's kind of thinking on it. I won't leave them.
It's not safe here. Trust me, I'll do everything I can to get them back.
She kind of shakes her head and kind of stares down. I left them. And then I left your professor. No more leaving.
Then what would you suggest? We are trying to give you suggestions, and you give us nothing. Now, you have a say in this. Speak up.
The guild hall's neutral ground, right? The seal always said, no fighting there.
That is true. Any of the guilds that dare attack her in the guild hall would essentially declare war on the rest.
Would it be safe to put her up with the Thieves Guild?
I can talk to a contact there, see if we can find someplace neutral there. DM, that game. Do I know anyone there?
No, Athos.
Yeah, I was like, we just literally talked to Athos.
I don't want to talk to Athos.
I'll talk to Athos.
Oh, okay. Back in character. I mean, Athos is one of the highest regarded people in the Thieves Guild. I'm sure we could talk to him. As much as I don't want to, she says under her breath.
Then we do so.
Okay. It might be quicker if me and you fly there than unless we all want to take an airship back.
I'd rather not. I'd rather just write a letter and send her with it.
That would not be safe. It's several hours to there. Unless we want to hire guards to guard her
I'm
on the trip.
going with Celise. I'll see her there safely. Whatever we decide.
I want to know about your professor. I want to know if he's alright.
We're gonna try and find him.
Kind of shakes her head and nods.
Out of character, we know that is the Navy base the one on the current island we're on, or is it
Yes,
back at the?
Yeah.
Okay.
We went from the other one to
Yeah.
get to this island so we could go to the Navy base.
Okay.
So if Belrothian and Sersha infiltrate the base to try and find him, during that time I could take Celise to the guild hall.
Is it safe for you to go by yourselves though? You and you kind of like motions to yourself. You guys draw a lot of attention.
Okay. Okay, God. That's a total of 14.
You do know your with your ranking. Remember how you and Saoirse got to the island?
Oh, you mean the teleport fan?
You know your rank has some perks.
And you know what? I forget it a lot of times, but thank you for reminding me.
Do you have it written down? I'm guessing that silence is a yes.
No!
You don't have it written down?
That what? Teleportation circles are a thing that you can do whenever?
No, like a small note, remind GM to or remind myself, ask DM, what are my perks as a soldier?
Oh no, I know. But as a character, it's a choice not to tell people my last name also.
Same with mine.
But then DM, is there one that connects this island and the Gilded Isle?
You, with understanding of how they work, you do know that Gilded Hall is a major building, and there would be a summoning circle there.
Okay, and there's one on the lake.
You do know there's some on some of the bases. You're kind of sure you'd have to go check out the bases. But
Well, for a means of faster transport, there are teleportation circles, but
Aren't those on the bases?
they are. But there's most definitely one in the Gilded Hall, since it is such a high area of traffic. But
You're saying that we have to get Celeste to go through the base?
we might have to.
Does it have to be the one that they went to in the first place, though?
I mean, it was the fastest way to get to the Gilded Hall.
Well,
This
yes.
way.
But
Is
does
there
it
more
have to
than
be
one?
that Navy base?
No, they're on Navy bases, plural. It's just the one that we're at here is the closest and the fastest.
They'd be on the lookout, though.
I'm just giving options.
I noticed you were hiding her a little bit more. Are you good at disguising?
I'm alright with it, yeah.
How good are the soldiers with checking, especially if they're with someone such a high rank?
Obviously, it depends upon the ranking and if they're fellow wizards like I.
Well, how high rank? High enough that it would overlook any attendance with you?
Let's put it this way. They're in the military. With each checkpoint you go through, they inspect what you have and who you are. It's unlikely.
But if she were to have an or if Belle was supposed to have an attendant with them, or...
There are that, but laws are laws.
If we go to a different one, though, they may not recognize Celise. So if we disguise her as an attendant, they may not even recognize her.
I would hope so. But what I'm saying is there's procedures in place so that this cannot happen. We might have to sneak her in over the wall during night or something.
What time is it, DM?
At this time, as you've gotten there, it's about 5 hours. It is getting close to around 7 o'clock. It's kind of winding down. There's still crowds outside celebrating.
As a thief, would I know how hard it is to break into a military base?
I feel like that's just common sense.
You know...
Maybe I've done it before, I don't know.
You really don't want to really take those jobs. As a thief, you wouldn't really want to do those jobs. Mm-hmm. They're kind of high risk, possibly high reward. But
has she ever
as you just did the other job, you just high risk, but you don't really get high reward for it.
Unfortunately, get back to Ruby. Okay, here's gonna turn to Okri.
Roll our history check.
Huh? History? Okay.
You do know something.
Do I?
So,
Me?
Belrothian and Saoirse.
Oh, Saoirse. What's your point of view?
I think my dice disagree with you with the 16.
14.
Remember, you got teleported to that base that was nearest to you, where Sully's just came from. You guys were teleported to a different one.
Okay. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, because that doesn't help.
You want to go through the base that Sully's was in. You realize that was a different building that you guys were that you teleported from.
Are you speaking of something on the same island?
Yeah.
Was that the keep?
You guys went to a different keep. Remember.
So there is something other than the naval base that has a teleportation circle that we could use.
One of the other bases. You remember this? You guys teleported. Mm-hmm.
And how far away is that one compared to the one that Celise is talking about?
A couple hours walk. 3 hours walk. Over the 40 minutes or half-hour walk to the one that's nearby to go look at it. That you all are all too familiar with. Half of you were guests, some of you were entertainment.
I snuck in.
Some of you wanted you as a thief.
I guess the hours are getting to me, but I guess there is another teleportation circle that isn't in this naval base that's possibly dangerous. Depends if we want to do that tonight, if that's suspicious, transporting later in the day.
What alibi do we give this Celise?
Exactly.
You could use your rank being like she's working with you and you have to send her to the Gilded Hall to retrieve some information.
That's still too vague.
Make her your scribe.
That could work.
My apprentice?
That's not what a scribe is, but if that's what you want.
I mean, it wouldn't be too far-fetched.
If it's a scribe, though, we just give her some paper and she can write down whatever you say.
Sure.
And then you technically wouldn't be lying.
In my days in the military, we called them mustering officers.
Okay. A scribe.
But to someone who is not in the military, they would just be a scribe.
So we have her under the ruse. She's here going to deliver a letter to the Gilded Hall. To someone specific. I can give names if we need to.
And when she doesn't return through the teleportation circle right away?
We can... I don't know, come up with something. Say she's going to deliver this letter to assist with another job for you. You're waiting on information.
She's making inquiries. I don't know about what, but inquiries could take a few days.
And if we need to, I can contact some people at the Thieves Guild and have them come up with a cover story if need be.
Fine. I have an idea. I don't want to part with it. And he takes off his axe from the great smith from Bloodgate. We'll go with this. This has been given to you by someone of important means. Me. He hands it over.
Grab it.
You're not sure who made that axe, and you believe it's special because the person who gave it to you said so.
Uh-huh.
You are tasking your scribe to get it appraised by the guild.
And I'm accompanying my scribe.
There is your alibi.
Okay.
Celeste, does that sound okay with you?
I'd better get that back.
Just kind of nodding. But what about Mathis?
We'll find him.
Find him first. It's right over there.
Celeste, I'm not too sure how safe it's going to be for us to leave you here.
I'm staying with her.
Does it only take like 2 of you? You're all strong.
I'll say this. By now, if that man is still alive, he has been whisked away behind bars in some dank underground cellar.
How do you know?
I was in the military. I am a mercenary as well. It's how things are. If he is important, they have kept him alive.
She kind of looks away and kind of says, "You, Bally, you are a high rank. You can tell them to let you see him."
Do you think Cabin Gob could get us in?
I'm not going to work with them.
Well, you don't have to, but I would.
No, you need to stay with Celeste. Keep her calm. Underground's my specialty. I can sneak in undetected.
We just see if, I guess, Gab Gob can get... There's got to be sewers underneath that base.
I roll a gut check. If this truly should be our priority. Where'd D20 go? Oh, there it is.
While he's doing that, history-wise, would I know of any sewers going under?
Right, there's definitely sewers.
Huh?
You know there's definitely sewers, not anything. What'd you roll?
It's 11.
I'm gonna say, you do know you guys should probably go for those hostages, but...
Okay. Bell, if you would. A word out here.
He'll follow you.
Okay. Closes the door behind him and walks a good pace, several paces away from the room. I don't mean to sound inconsiderate, but we are talking about more lives to save over this one. We have priorities we need to make clear, and I believe Solis has been shocked into an illogical state. She is not coherently making sense.
She does appear to be in shock.
I believe the best solution is send her with a letter to the guild. I can stamp on it, and at least it won't be a source from a nefarious means. No offense to the Thieves Guild. How do you think on that? What's your opinion?
I do worry about the hostages. This is quite a sidetrack. It's a very hard decision.
I believe it is simple. It is a sad sacrifice. But if we go after the hostages, we have the opportunity to save many more.
Correct. It is our main objective. Send her through the teleportation circle of the other place.
Perhaps we might be able to get the Dragonborn in on this.
He would still have to make his way over, but that is, I guess, the closest ally we have outside of our group.
Yes. A means as a bodyguard, so that we, as a group, can stay and keep the priority the same.
As long as Ibalsa wishes it. I believe he would do anything for her.
Precisely. Are we in agreement?
Yeah.
Very well. And he walks back and puts his hand on the door. And is there anything else going inside while we left?
So I'm gonna make a gut check. Ebalsa's gonna think about what Lathis might want. Were he aware of the entire situation? Because that many years at the college, she'd probably have a good measure on his personality and what he would think.
So you're trying to see like what he would do?
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
I'm gonna use inspiration.
Oh, okay.
That's better.
Much better.
15?
15. From throughout the years, you've known that this, you realize as for all the quirkiness he was, and very few times you saw him serious. One thing you did realize he had serious about was safety, and he always took his students' safety above all others, even above himself.
Okay, so Ebalsa turns to Celise and says, I was thinking, Lathis would want us to see you safe first. I've spent years with him. I believe I know what he would want.
She kind of looks like she's stammering for words. I understand. I know I'm in the way. I'm not as strong as you. All of you.
I just don't want you to get hurt. We already almost lost you once.
If going will make it better than I will go, but you must find out what happened to him.
I promise.
So you're kind of just take a deep breath and she goes up and wipes the tears from her eyes. And says, all right then, I'll do what I must.
The island we'd be sending you to.
Well, before that, or as you start talking, you see the door kind of open, and you see Oakry and Bill Rothian walk back in from the hallway.
We have news.
Ebalsa looks at you apprehensively.
A plan, if you will. You are somewhat heavily involved when it comes to your decision.
Alright.
The Dragonborn that has decided to be your bodyguard. If we take time, he may come. If we send a message, have him escort her back to the guilds.
That would work. I think if I told him to do it, he would.
How are you going to get in contact with him?
The easiest way would be to go to one of the temples and ask for a message to be sent.
I believe he was a Dragonborn of Bahamut.
Yeah, that's correct.
We should find a church of that one. They might know him. It might make matters easier.
Ebalsa's gone quiet really quickly.
Is something
That may not be the best course, considering... Out of character, I know that the church is after you, right?
No, you don't.
No? I could have sworn he told us.
She hasn't said a damn thing about it.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Scratch that.
You seem apprehensive of the thought. Should I go in your place?
Oh, yes. If that would, if you would be willing, I would love that.
I'm just gonna roll inside.
Yeah, so to hear you.
$13.
11.
You guys know that she really doesn't want to go to a Church of Bahamut. Something about the idea seems to make her scared, almost.
Yeah, you guys, with the thing, you feel it's not all the information, but you don't want to really delve into it too much. There's something more going on in the back that feels even a Balsa might not know.
We'll talk about this later. I hope you're not carrying around any bad blood.
No?
Good. We'll leave it at that.
We'll respect your decision to keep quiet. Everyone's got a past. And she looks at Okri. Kind of saying, like, don't push her.
Okri just shakes his head at you. And, he says, "Then I shall be off. Should we split up?" Strength in numbers, you see.
So, you, Saoirse, and Celise go to the base to get to the teleportation circle. No?
Mm-mm. She does not need to accompany us to the base.
She doesn't?
Mm-mm.
No, if we contact... Isn't it Sora coming to us to take her to...
That is our
Oh, okay.
Sora is taking care of her.
Alright.
So we need to get to a temple... Or Okri needs to get to a temple to contact Sora.
Who's joining me? I'll feel lonely about talking of stories. By myself, at least.
Take your pick.
I think you've had enough of dwarfs today.
He looks like, what?
Saoirse, you have good eyes.
Yes.
I shall choose you.
Okay.
And so I collect Gunther, and off we go looking for a church.
You guys watch, you see Saoirse head out with Okri out there, and they close the door, and you two head down the hallway to go get to Gunther, and you're on your way over to the Temple region.
Okay, so while they're traveling, I would ask Celise if the soldiers that tried to detain her said anything about why they wanted to question, and also about the people who broke in, including the bandits, so both the cloaked figures and the bandits, if they said anything.
There was too much going on with the bandits. All I know is they said something Strago and once the she said that look like she's trying to think. I just remember her forehead. The soldiers, they approached us, said they need to speak with us. They were armed, but we went with them. Lathis told me that to get ready to run. I don't know why.
Were these soldiers were wearing red and black?
No. They had the teal and the metal. No, the navy. They said something that the officers or admiral wanted to see us.
Did they give the admiral's name?
No.
And Harry turns to Belle. Could they be under the charge of the ones that betrayed the Lord?
That's what I was wondering earlier. And that's why I asked the High Marshal about if we could trust anybody at that base. But
one of the admirals turned traitor. She's explaining to Celise.
Why would traded to who?
To Lord Faustus. To Freehaven.
I just like slump. You see her frame to slump. So it's all wars already here.
I'm afraid so.
Is there? What about the other admiral? There's more than one.
There are, but they're in a position where they aren't able to act. But my friends and I here, we're trying to fix that.
And I'm in the way. And just like brings her knees up, kind of hugs her knees.
You're not. I just want to make sure you're safe. If they took the rest of the troop, they'll come back for you too.
She kind of shakes her head.
If you and the others aren't safe, then what am I fighting for?
You're fighting for Freehaven.
And who lives in Freehaven?
For everyone.
Mm-hmm. You do. So does Lucille, and Kizan, and Sorrow, and Piccadilly.
But what would happen if you lose that?
I don't really want to think about it.
She kind of stares at you the whole thing. What would happen?
If we lost?
She kind of shakes her head. Do I want to know?
Do you?
Looks like she's just thinking.
Celise, you know how Lord Faustus looks out for the less fortunate?
She's shaking her yes.
The lords against him don't.
They wouldn't even care. And we should keep Lord Faustus then.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I have to fight. It's why I want you to stay safe.
She kind of just nods and just, who is a friend who I'm meant to be with?
His name is Sora, and he's a 7-foot-tall dragonborn. He's gold like me, and he was one of Tinish's pupils.
She kind of just like chuckles when you say like you. So he's a 7-foot Ibalsa?
No.
Her chuckles.
He's a regular dragonborn. He's just got gold scales like I have gold scales.
She just nods. And, do you trust him?
I trust Tinish. I know that's not the exact answer you want to hear, but he was sent by Tinish. And he trusts Tinish too, so...
All right. I trust you. She kind of just leans in. And,
I give her a hug.
all right. And while that's all happening, we're going to go to you guys. A couple hours go by, and you guys find one of the temples, the temple area.
And that's the 9th time that I had to reforge that sword because of an oaf who didn't know how to hammer hot steel.
I'm gonna say you guys took a boat because we make it quicker.
Okay.
So you're sitting there, you see the same guy who's moves the boat. Look at the same face as you are. He's kind of going faster a little bit. Come on.
And the 10th time, I didn't realize we're here.
We're here, yep. Time to go. You can go on. Love the stories. Good luck. Pat you on the back. Seriously. Have fun.
Too late.
Your companion.
I step off the boat.
Have a good day. We push him off as fast as he can. Getting away.
Wait, I didn't pet. Have a good day. Okay, so, I guess we try to find a figure of Bahamut, like a statue or something.
I don't know what that looks like.
After a while, it's you guys can around. You find the temple. With all the temples around, you see so many different clergy around. They're going to point you the way. Some were just like, "Have you heard of Saloon? Have you heard of Sylvanus? You've heard of some of these gods, but they're keep trying to talk you into it." And you kind of
Usually
brush
just
them off.
give them a curt reply with, "By Morden's beard, no, I haven't, and no, thank you."
And you find a church of Bahamut. You approach it, you see a weird dragon kind of symbolized on it.
I kind of whisper to Saoirse, "It was Sora Golden Ma, right?"
Yes.
Okay.
It was Golden Maw, right? Okay.
Go with that then.
Of the Golden Maw clan.
Of the Golden Ma clan, okay.
So roll history if you want his full name.
Yeah, sure. I'll roll history. Would you help me remember?
Yes.
Okay.
You cannot, Pesci. Roll that. You didn't get his full name.
I never got his full name.
No, I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for something else.
Just help for remembering it.
No,
Okay.
not that. I've seen it happen before. Powers.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not that.
Alright, here's that then.
You cast a spell. It's a cantrip.
Asking for
You gotta
guidance.
remember that.
You asking for guidance?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Do you have guidance?
Yes.
Okay, hero. It's a
You
D.
cast it
Alright.
on.
So basically, you touch a creature, you give them small words of guidance or something like that.
So just roll the die and you have the guidance. So roll for your...
Okay.
No,
That
you're
is
good.
an 11 plus... Where's history? Plus 7. 18 plus 2. 20.
Alright, remember it's Sora Killadrick of the Golden Maw clan.
So kill a drake, the golden. Okay, cool. So I guess we walk up these grand chiseled stairs.
You walk up these stairs, you look around. The buildings are kind of, they look a lot similar. There's just different symbols on them.
Okay.
Walk into it, and right when you walk in, you see just a great array of just metal. It looks like there's some gold and some silver and a lot of bronze. Just a bunch of just chrome and different metals, though, in this church. And lean down, you see a great, in the front, a figure statue of, what you're guessing is Bahamut.
Okay.
A dragon.
I'm gonna look for a priest or something like that.
You do see a priest. You have appears to be over there is a elf. So I said, "Are you here to hear the words of Bahamut?
No. We inquire of your services.
And what services are those?"
We need a ascending to a comrade of ours.
Can I see her? I take back. We can do those if you like to make a
Donation. Sure.
yes. She points to the donation box.
Which comes first?
It's usually Papa managed to do the donation first.
No. Okay. Do you have any contracts to assure that you will?
Are you converting?
No. I just wish to know that you will do ascending.
That's our services.
I've never been here. Are you trustworthy?
Who is your god?
Morden, and as well as others.
Well, Bahamut and Morden are often allies in the great conflict with evil.
Yes. I suppose. He waddles over towards the donation box and
Okay.
he puts in 50 gold.
Dang.
Alright. Oh, that is a very generous offering.
What? This is... shoot.
Well, what services do you need? Are you looking for an item or someone?
Well, I have this rash, but we'll leave that for later.
Okay, what strain to you? What is it you need?
We're searching. We wish to make contact with Sora Killdrick. She should be staying in one of the other temples.
Now, the Golden Maw clan.
Yes.
Huh?
The very-
They're, the Golden Maw clan.
Yes.
They are a known clan for their...
So you've heard of this fellow?
I've heard of the Golden Maw clan. I don't really believe I've met the Sora. But if it's the Golden Maw clan, I should be able to find their location and possibly send them to them. Do you... I believe we can send a message to them.
Good. We are, and he takes out a map. He points towards the street, and
we are in the Temple district. Where are they to meet you, here or?
No. They're to meet us on what is like we're staying at inns and stuff like that.
You were one of the.
As I was walking around, was there an inn right next to that inn?
You saw a couple inns going by.
I don't. I guess instead of the inn we're staying at, I want to say the inn that is across from ours.
Okay, you saw the inn was the Lucky Eagle.
I'll say the Lucky Eagle. In front of the Lucky Eagle at preferably in the morning.
All right. And if they speak back, what you obviously want to know what their reply is.
Tell them this. The good friend Ibolsa requests his presence. He is to meet in front of the Lucky Eagle.
Oh, all right. Is there anything else? Is he on a different island, or?
He was on the Island of the Guilds.
A Gilded Isle?
Yes.
And you want him to be here?
Yes.
The muse. All right. She goes, looks like she's getting ready, doing the rituals, and she's sitting there doing her magic and her spell, and she kind of looks at her head, kind of take it back. Friend has agreed, and he's already on his way here.
Oh. As expected. Kiss ass.
I'm willing to send another message for your generous donation.
What about the rash? Do you have any ointment?
Would you like to bathe?
Why not? And he starts stripping.
I turn away.
Oh, she just turned around. Oh. You don't change here. There is.
He's now just in his pants.
If you can bathe, or we could heal it.
A good relaxing bath would be great. You wouldn't happen to have any ale to pair with it?
This is a temple.
That's okay. I have my own. I will give praise to Bahamut as well.
She kind of stares at you, Syria. Because you see like a pleading look in her.
It's like, he is out of my hands.
I guess for generous donation, you can overlook it this time. As long as you praise Bahamut, of course.
Praise be.
I will get towels. She bring you bush. The pool is back there. I will get towels. If you will help and collect his things and put them there.
Put them where?
She just points to anything along the wall.
I pick it up gingerly and I.
It's pretty heavy. They're kind of metal, full plates.
Smelly dwarf armor.
It took me about 10 minutes to strip it off as we're talking.
Still gingerly.
Okay, just pick it up. Okay.
Don't you dare drag that against the ground.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Just, were you wearing the ingot, or did you just put that in your pack?
The ingot.
Oh, no. So the thing about the ingot is over the night I kind of hammered with a pin. Now there's a hole, and it's around my neck.
Okay. Okay, and you bathe. You bathe and just have a good old time. And
I take the ingot off so it doesn't rust, but I keep a sharp eye on it. I also have my flask with me.
Do you still have your trousers on when you're bathing, or do you?
No!
They're all
God, no.
Okay.
Anyways, the other thing I do is I pour one out for my homie Bahamut.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So I take a sip. I raise it up to the heavens, praise be Bahamut, and then pour a little bit out in the pool. And I continue to drink it all.
Alright. You bathe and, you get dry and then just go, have a good day. And you leave pretty much.
Okay.
You guys head back. While they're heading back, did you guys do anything else or you guys just resting up?
Eve also would spend time, cleaning her battle dress.
Okay.
Washing her clothing.
Politely ask for my cloak bag.
You get it. She gives it back. So he says, thank you.
It's not a problem.
She'd also tend to, any bruises or scrapes that Celise has.
She got a couple. It's nothing life-threatening, you see.
Okay.
And you guys, doing that. You guys are on, you two, so, Oakley and Saoirse, you are on your way back. You gotta message him.
Yeah. So, I'm going to message Ibalsa.
Okay.
Sora's already on his way.
You hear back, incredible.
And I also say, not in the stone, but towards Saoirse, tell him I smell like lavender. That's great.
I hear him. Just you don't need to tell him that.
After a couple more hours, so it's well into the night. You guys could possibly be full of sleep. It's pretty late in the night.
I'd have bunked with Celise.
Okay. It's probably about 11 at night, almost like midnight. You two get back, and
I only have to transfer 4 hours. I could have stayed up to wait.
you two are, so Saoirse and Oakhurst, you guys are approaching this, and the cars have kind of died out. There's still some people, nightlife out. You're approaching, you see there's a very tall figure standing, and
just at
this other end.
I freeze
at the other end.
I freeze and I don't make a move toward him. I'm
you see people kind of going around this big figure just standing there.
Fantastic, he's already here. That's devotion for you.
You should go say hi.
Wait, from my window, can I see him?
Not from where your room is at.
Oh, darn.
And this is Sora.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see the familiar form of Sora. Just staring around. Looks up at the night sky. No, there's no.
Does he look tired?
Nope, looks pretty refreshed. He looks like he's full of vigor and determination, he's got a task ahead of him.
Look up at the sky. Still dark out?
It's dark, yeah, it's dark out.
We don't have to meet up till the morning. I go back to the inn.
Are you
with Saoirse?
Are you going to do anything, Saoirse, or
with the cart?
Did you say it out loud?
No, I'm just thinking that.
Okay.
I just.
What
Are
does
you going to do
Saoirse
it, or are you
do?
going to go with him?
Saoirse,
Yes.
it seems that man is waiting patiently. As a testament to his devotion, we should watch.
Well, we need sleep, though.
Yes, we do. We can watch for 10 minutes.
Okay. Why not?
10 minutes go by. He hasn't moved at all.
Amazing. We'll check up on him in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going.
Alright,
to
you guys head into the room, and you guys find the door locked.
The door what?
The door's locked.
Okay.
Make your way up.
I knock on it. After trying it first, and then cussing in Dwarven.
Harry's probably still awake.
Okay.
Waiting
You
for
can
them.
answer.
Oh.
She's just gonna go to the door. Is there a peephole or anything? Or no?
No people. You can open it a little bit.
She's probably just gonna go, who is it?
That's me.
Oh. Wait a few seconds. Just to be
Wait,
an
I'm here
asshole.
too.
Okay, she's gonna lock it over the door.
Okay.
She kind of motions shh, points to the sleeping figures of.
I turn
Probably
around.
one of the
Yeah.
rooms to bunk.
Okay.
So they're in one of the rooms sleeping.
Then I turn around to Saoirse and I do the shh.
I make that noise, just
And right next to the wall of the door, I just roll out my bedroll and just fall asleep.
Okay.
Oh wow. Didn't even close the door yet.
I'm guessing you say everyone just goes to sleep pretty much.
Mhm.
You do your lines with it, and you guys go to sleep. Okay. Early next morning.
I get up and I go to the meeting place.
Oh my gosh.
Is anyone going with Ogre?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh. No, you need to be awake in this because you're trans. You see Ogre look like he's getting ready. He's very smug look on himself. Just looks like he's getting ready to go for his jog in the morning workout.
Yeah. Belle, care to join me?
For your run?
No, I just got back.
Join you for what?
No, you're getting ready to go for your run.
Okay, then after I go running, we're going to go meet the Dragonborn.
Oh. Okay. Sure.
I hope so. I guess I do a light run, 30 minutes.
Where are you running at?
I take the back door out, and I go down the stairs, and I jog back and forth, doing lunges and stuff like that.
Okay.
Using the backyard, and then I come back up.
After your exercise, you get back to Bello, and you still see he has a even bigger grin on his face as he's just having the time of his life.
What's up? You're not usually this excited.
Out of game, sorry. Ashley has asked me that while I was taking a sip. Back in game.
You look excited more so than usual, Okri. What are you planning?
In due time. If you follow me, you'll find out.
It's not something worrying, is it?
No.
How early is it right now?
It's pretty early. You guys, as
Give us an hour.
you hearing you and
You're up late. What are you talking about?
Saoirse, and
She's on edge. She's gonna be up
Balsa
early.
don't really like getting up this early, so these are usually the early birds.
Well, yeah, but if she's
Sure.
on edge, she would get up early.
I guess you know that.
Can she hear them outside?
Are you waking up?
She probably would only go into like a light doze most of the night.
I mean, you have to get a full eyes. You would hear their voices, but it doesn't sound like they're stressed.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of vaguely make them out.
Okay. If she could hear them, she's gonna message real quick. Just do a quick check-in with everyone, being like, "Is everything okay?
Things are fantastic. Enjoy your sleep.
What are you doing?"
I just got done with the best workout ever. Recollecting on the time I met my hero.
Okay.
It's a fucking group message too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no.
I mean, anyone who's asleep doesn't have to really answer.
Yeah,
that.
no, you're not going to hear anything from me, Balsa.
Okay.
Alright,
So,
here goes back to sleep. Which is
alright.
good.
And are you gonna follow him as he leads? On?
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm kind of curious.
Well, you follow Okri outside, and with your vessels, you see a very large and familiar golden form standing in front of another inn, just standing there. From your observation, he has not moved an inch. He's still there.
Under my breath. Why my beard? Amazing.
What? What's
Nothing.
What is
nothing
amazing?
at all? And a roll of deception.
Okay, because I will do an insight check
Yeah, of
on
course
it.
you will. Okay, let's a flat 15.
Thank God I got a natural 15 plus 1. 16!
Dang it.
Alright, you realize he knows way more of that he's been waiting there than he's letting on, that Okri's let on.
Okri.
this is me, the player, laughing, not Okri. Yes.
Stare at Sora a little bit.
So you're just staring at the inn, not even looking, just shaking his head. Alright, Lucky Eagle. I'm here. Lucky Eagle.
Well, it's the morning.
Hold
We're supposed to meet up.
Yeah, and you guys sent the message last night?
Yes, he was supposed to be here in the morning. That he's here.
You rolled deception for that.
No, he was
that's the
supposed to.
truth.
That's the truth. That was the words directed through the sending.
You
Meet
morning?
Yes.
I thought you guys said just to meet him. Okay. You said morning.
His devotion has pulled through. He showed up.
Well, as we expected.
Precisely.
He just gives you a level stare.
I don't like how you're staring at me. It creeps me out.
I know you're keeping something from me, but you know what? It's fine. It's not important if you're not saying it, and that's Let's just meet up with Sora.
Yes.
You guys are talking. He's literally 20 feet away. He's just looking at the sign. Lucky Eagle.
I walk up next to him and I just facing the Lucky Eagle and crossing my arms. That's right. That is the Lucky Eagle.
He goes and sits down. Oh, Oakley. I waited here.
Joins the other side. Yep, it's the Lucky Eagle.
Ah, yes, where is Lady Bolsa?
We had you meet in front of a different inn. We have been followed, kept an eye on us, different assassins and the likes. A precaution. She is in...
Appreciate it.
And he kind of motions him to squat down so he can whisper to him.
Okay, low down.
Your Lady Yabolsa is behind you in the other inn.
Say behind him, or
yeah,
he's still facing the other end. So
yeah,
the other end. You said behind him.
Yeah, and then across the street of Lucky Eagle.
Oh, the one and you told him was directly right next, like a couple of houses down.
No, when I said across, I said
he
across.
did say
across. Okay, so yeah, he said turns around. I'm guessing she is safe.
Yes.
So, it's good to have met back up. Is there an emergency?
Yes.
Could have reached for his axes.
Not emergencies of death. Emergencies of protect.
Bella was shaking his head. No.
Emergencies of protecting.
Hmm.
They are currently safe.
He runs up. He just takes her on the head. How did Oakley do this? Ibalsa!
I think that was Bill.
Is he even on the right floor?
He watched Oakley do this.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my god.
Ibalsa! Ibalsa!
Can we hear?
You definitely hear your uncle. Boom, 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 boom. Ibalsa. Ibalsa.
Oh my gosh. Doesn't he hear you recognize his voice?
You do recognize his voice.
I run after him.
You see, as you approach him, you see some people open the door, look at the yelling. They just close the door. There's a look of fear on their head, face. Looks down at them. Oakley, I must be doing this wrong.
Nahiri's gonna...
I will show you. And then,
before you go to her door, Nahiri's out of bed, and she opens the door.
I'm not going to your door.
No? Oh,
I continue this. I knock on it 3 times. Actually, no, sorry, 4 times instead of the 3 times that he's been doing.
Oh my god.
Finally, I'm making my
way. Say you fall and you're just watching him knock on Ibalsa.
Oakley.
Hi.
We needn't waste more time. Remember, our main objective.
We were merely waking up the residents.
We don't need to do that.
No. Not at all.
I'm gonna go to the correct door.
Okay.
Before you're there, Nahiri has opened the door, and she's stepping out and just glares at Oakley. Do you realize what time it is?
As you say that, you see a big, giant, golden figure just go right by you. Just kind of.
I want to. Can you, how do you stop him? Like, what do you roll? Contest. I'm going to
take up the doorway.
Yeah, I'm going to take up the door.
Are you just going to, like, cling onto the door
I'm
frame?
going to use inspiration.
Here.
Hence, I'm using inspiration.
Can you beat a 32?
No.
Right, well, but that's let it now.
Okay, as you go to grab him, he just keeps walking as you're like hanging on him, like stop, and just carrying you.
Sir, knock it out!
Is the boss safe? He goes and like lifts his arm you're holding onto. Is the boss safe?
He's just taking a deep breath. She's asleep. Let her rest. She's had a long day.
I will stand guard at the door. Turns and just stands there.
And so while Oakley went out, he was shirtless. He had like kind of a cloth, as if he was just done working out. And he walks by Nahiri with the towel over his shoulder. Good morning, Nahiri. And he walks past you into the room.
Bello shuts the door.
Nahiri just sits down and puts her head in her hands. Just.
You see Sora turns to you, Belhain. Rosian, what has happened?
One of Ibalsa's troop members has just barely escaped from certain harm. We were hoping you'd take her to safety over at the Gilded Hall and watch over her. Since Ebalsa's duty is to our task, she cannot go with her.
My duty is to protect Ebalsa.
And this person is close to Ebalsa.
I could take her to the guild hall, and then come meet with you again.
That'll be the plan.
Right, when do I leave with her?
Once they wake up and get ready.
And who is threatened Elsa's friend?
You could say they are corrupt individuals.
Perhaps they should meet my axe.
Not today.
Sometime with her.
They're talking, you guys kind of film in a little bit what happened. You tell them what you can. Are you going back to sleep in here? Or?
No, she's awake.
Want to make an insight check on him?
Oh,
How
okay.
sleepy does he look?
Oh, yeah.
It's a 16.
Looking at him, you're used to how like a soldier can trudge along. He looked pretty refreshed, like he's just ready to go. Just like even just standing there.
Under my breath.
Why my beard?
Laura looks at you confused.
Nothing.
Here just kind of shakes her head. As they're informing, she's also gonna double check with Belrothian. I'm gonna go get some tea to help wake everyone up. Any requests?
No.
No? Okay.
I hand you one of my empty flasks. Yes.
She looks. I'm assuming I can tell that it is alcohol of some sort.
Yeah. Something strong.
You got it.
Okay. And you get the drinks, we say an hour goes by, everyone pretty much wakes up. You guys do your morning routine. And you find Sora there. And after you're informed of the plan, he's saying there, "It is good to see you are safe, Ebalsa."
Yeah.
You see, Sully's just kind of he's big.
Yeah, he sure is tall.
And here he's gonna walk over to you guys. I brought some tea if you guys would like some.
Oh, he goes to take the cup. Thank you.
I can just imagine.
He bowls
little
it.
tea.
And takes a cup as well.
Okay. She's gonna offer one to Celise as well. Would you like one?
And she shakes her head and just kind of takes one of his Sollings. Well, I suppose I should take her to the guild hall.
Yes.
I bring out an envelope stamped with
Goes take it.
with wax.
This, do I need this to get in?
No, that travels with her.
Hands it to Sully's. She goes and kind of grabs it and just puts in like a she's like, can I
That is your introduction to the guild.
a satchel or? She says, can I borrow a satchel or? You hold on to it for me, Sora. Of course. He just goes, grabs it, just disappears in his hand. He puts it in the back.
Here turns to you, Balsa. Are we still sending him to Athos? Or is she's just hanging out in the guild hall?
I'd like to send her to Athos.
She
But I
turns
don't
to
know
Okri.
how
Did
helpful
you write anything in there about her going to Athos or no?
Yes, but I believe it's best to have the cover of a different guild instead of something as targeting as the Thieves Guild.
That's fine. I just want to make sure that she knows who to go to. Did you send an introductory letter so that Athos knows that she is with us?
Yes.
Okay.
She is to go to the Smithing Guild. There's a section. They work with locksmiths.
How are you looking? You going insight on me with a 15? Sorted.
She's looking upset. But
He's
not like sad, more angry.
bringing his hand to Sora, raises great fist, just I swear on my life to you, Abasa, that I will see her there safely.
Good.
And I will return to help you, to aid all of you in your endeavors.
So, out of character, for when she gets there, is the plan for her to wait in that smithing area until Athos comes to retrieve her?
No. Out of game, basically, what it states in there is an introduction to the Smith Guild and the subsection that makes the thief tools for that guild.
Okay.
And for them to basically bring her to Athos.
Well, we'll take our leave. Solace goes and gives you a big hug.
Mm-hmm. I hug her back.
And she can tell she's save them all.
I will.
Let me know immediately when you hear something.
Of course.
You see she kind of waving. See like a nod to all you from Soren. Kind of ducks under the frame as she just walks under it. And they go and leave. They're gone. It's been like 10 minutes since they left.
Eve also goes over, sits down on a chair or something, and just stares at the floor.
Here he comes over. Are you gonna be okay?
I don't know.
And Okri looks very smug. She's in good hands.
It's not her I'm worried about, Okri. I have the rest of my troop.
And we'll take care of it.
Just to kind of like everyone here would be like, do you think the rest of the troop could possibly be with the other hostages?
It's a possibility.
Especially if it really was the Strago family that took them.
But there's another matter.
What?
You have to be prepared. Or if they use them against you, you have to be prepared for that.
She stops talking.
We can worry about that another time. Right now, let's just focus on ensuring their safety. Everyone's safety.
No. I'm kind of wondering if maybe Piccadilly was able to make it out. He's small and is really good at climbing. Do you think on our way back we could make a detour to one of the temples and I could try sending him a message?
I personally don't see why not. Turn to the other everyone else. See if everyone else agrees.
I suppose.
We have a lead on this island for the hostages, so we can look for that as well.
Saoirse?
Yeah. We should do that.
Okay, so what's our next game plan?
Well, at least for the Minarans property, there was the state lands on this island that may house it. Additionally, we need to speak to some of the families about the hostage locations.
Wasn't
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Wasn't our lead about construction?
Yes, it was.
That was for the teleportation circles, though, correct?
It
No.
was. Yeah, it was for the properties that the Minarans bought. Unless I'm remembering incorrectly, DM.
Roll history.
12.
Your paper will give you advantage.
12.
Okay, anyone else want it?
Yeah, I'll roll. It's positive. My notes
Yeah,
say...
I guess I'll roll history because I don't know if I miswrote my stuff or not. I think that's
Oh, is it right?
17.
Okay.
Yeah, it says property of Durberg family where the hostages are. Teleportation was follow the paper trail.
You guys are told that there's the Minaran family that has the circles, or the Durburg. Or you see the papers you found show the Menards have bought land, as well as also the Durburg have done construction and jobs. So you do know they're in league. You don't know which one's which. You do know there is some lands that are going to be magic circles, and some are going to be, one's going to be bound to be the hostages.
I think we should ask some of the families about where the Durbergs have been doing their most recent construction.
Wouldn't the paper trail we have direct us in that direction?
Possibly. They're more, I think, concerned with the locations of the plots that the Minarans have bought. Unless we get really lucky and the Durbergs are building on the plots that the Minarans have.
There is that possibility if they're indeed in league with each other. They are on good terms with each other. I know that for a fact.
Did we have the exact locations of where they might be holding the hostages?
No, we don't have the exact locations. We have the general district where they might be held, though.
Saoirse, you said you could change your shape.
That's right.
How long?
Out of game. It's 1 hour, right?
It was 8 hours.
8 hours.
For use you to scope out the area, you'd have to do it 2 times. First, possibly looking, which would probably take most of the time.
Yes.
But then, once we have a place, I do not know how your... Is it a spell? What is it that you do?
It's a ritual.
I do not know what goes on, but if you are able to count heads once we find the place, we might be able to tell how guarded it is.
Right.
DM, I know I have an informant I can go to. Are they on this island or is that somewhere else?
I know there's a family you can go to.
Family? I only have a name of someone I can go to.
You guys roll a history to see remember what Sean told you.
Oh, like, shut. Yeah. Okay. History. Yeah, no, let's.
I mean, there is the Nashir family.
The Shear family.
Yep, they hate the Minarans the most.
Oh, that's true. Okay. In character. If we went to the Nashir family, I imagine since they're not exactly on good terms with the Naran, they would keep track.
That's what I was hoping.
Okay, so now we just need to find one that will talk to us.
We have to be careful, because if we do that, we will out ourselves and for what our cause is.
So you guys sit there just kind of discussing.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys gonna end up doing?
What do we want to do? Do we want to go after the Nashir?
I think we should get a general idea on, like, what area of the state lands that the construction has been taking place in.
Mm-hmm.
And then have Saoirse go investigate.
How do we find that out?
Talk to the Nashir.
Okay. How do we track down the Nashir is the next question.
With your guys' knowledge, you do know that Nishir would have a place of business on the island.
Okay. Would I know what their business specializes in? Should I roll history?
Yeah. Roll history. You guys have advantage because you guys are from the south.
Yeah. So I don't have anything on the Nashir other than...
Everyone can roll if you want.
Okay.
You have disadvantage roll.
Here, me. Disadvantage?
15.
Okay.
17.
Actually, you don't have disadvantage. You can go roll.
Okay.
You two have advantage. So, Harry and also you have advantage. You have disadvantage, Saoirse.
Yeah.
You can roll normally.
Yeah, I already rolled.
I got that one. 9
Okay.
total.
15.
17.
I'm not even gonna bother trying again.
Okay. What'd you roll, Cole?
Hang
What
on.
did Okami roll?
26.
So, you two, so Balsa and Nahiri, you two know that they are of the money lenders. They own a lot of banking. They hold money for people so they can kind of move it to other places if they want to lead new lives. They accept payment of money or favors.
God, favors.
And you two would know a lot of people owe them. So you can get a lot of favors. You would know that they have business ties with the Thieves Guild. You know that you guys have worked for them. And some of your guys' jobs have been free or going and repossessing things for them. But you all know there are bad terms with the Menard family.
Mm-hmm.
And
And they're on the bad terms with the Durberg too, right?
yes, you're not sure why entirely, but you do. You agree. You have heard of that name from a lot of the mines, surprisingly, over around the Dwarven areas. You believe they have bought a lot of the property of the mines. And you've seen that name, and you kind of were mad as the elves have bought land around the Dwarven homelands, these rich mines. And they hire dwarves to mine them.
Is this in the Dwarven territory, or?
Let's go over to, it's still with Dorencia. They've bought the right of the mines, but they hire a lot of dwarves to mine them for them. They have a lot of
I
workers.
wouldn't be mad. It's not the Dwarven territory they're encroaching on.
And a lot of that, you've also heard that they help finance a lot of guilds and businesses.
I'd appreciate that then.
And you would know, I don't know which world, you know they have ties, you've heard of they have really good ties with the Elven kingdoms. The Elven Kingdom. So, House of Sheep. Alright. That's what you guys have found out.
Okay, so I know they're gonna ask why we're asking them, so we need to figure out a reason. My only idea so far is just that it's on behalf of the High Lord, and maybe in the best interest of keeping Freehaven free.
They may or may not take that.
I have a better idea. They were there on top of the airship during the fight, were they not?
I don't believe so.
Have we come across them as enemies at all?
No.
The ones they're against?
Oh, the ones they're against? Yes.
Yes.
They might be willing to give us information if they're
Well,
heavy
yes,
enough to get back.
Of course, we're going to ask specifically about the Manarans.
They are on bad terms with the Menard family.
Mm-hmm.
And the Thieves Guild has done work with them. So they might be willing to speak with me.
Then we will come off as an enemy to them. An enemy of an enemy is a friend to us, as the saying goes.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to show what we are capable of, instead of ousting ourselves as agents.
The less people who know that we are agents, the safer it'll be.
Yeah.
I have my history as a mercenary and soldier in the Dwarven armies.
My troop was attacked during the performance, so I've got a personal motivation.
But the biggest problem is Belrothian.
How so?
The army is supposed to stand neutral towards the affairs of the houses, to my understanding. Unless they've broken laws.
Well, haven't the Minarans broken laws?
Every house has.
The only difference is they have the coin to get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell she's like super bitter about that.
But Rothian, what would you do?
You're in the military. They might not trust you.
There's not much I can do about that.
Do they know you by face?
Good name, it's a possibility.
Maybe,
They
perhaps.
have good terms with elves, and the High Marshal's very famous.
Well, word is that they're on good terms with elves, but
If they don't know you personally, you could pass yourself off as someone else.
I mean, I'm generally not in the habit of sharing my last name to avoid the attention.
Of course.
In game refer to shared that you guys do know they are a house of elves.
Yeah.
They're an elven house, so just make sure.
At a game, would I know offhand? Offhand, would they be willing to give information to me as a Thieves Guild member?
You know, it's not impossible. As long as you can pay for it, or possible do a favor.
Have I?
You know, with the Thieves Guild, mostly they hire you guys and give you guys donations to go and repossess something if someone can keep their end in a bargain.
Okay. In character, we have done work as a Thief Guild. We have done work with them. If I offer them a favor, I could get the information we need. We don't have to say who Belrothian is. All they need to know is I'm a Thieves Guild member. I need information on the family.
I don't like owing favors.
You don't have to. My guild will have to. I can take that fall.
Then we'll go with that.
Okay. We want me to go by myself to make it less
No, take me with you.
Okay. I'll take you with. The less people we have, though, the better. Thieves aren't known to work in large groups. I already stand out enough as it is with you guys. Just kind of like grin a little fondly of you guys.
I'll go with Saoirse then. We'll patrol the area the hostages might be in.
Belle, do you want to come with? They'll probably be more open with having another elf with us.
Mm-hmm. I don't look elfy enough for their standards, I'm willing to bet.
Such is the way with half-elves.
Better you than me.
She nods. Okri, here, take these. And she hands you the ledgers. There may be information on here that you can glean that I was unable to.
He puts them in the bag of holding.
Oh yeah, by the way, so she still has your axes, was it that you gave her?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh crap, and she still has them attached to her belt.
I take back that action. I'm gonna hold on to the ledgers, but I'm gonna
You already gave it to my character though.
Okay.
So he has
actually, Okri, maybe I should hold on to them. They might help our case in speaking with the Nashir.
This is vital information.
Oh,
What's to say they might muscle it out of you?
that's a good point.
It is a bargaining chip. It is better if it is not on you.
Maybe
Alright,
take
then.
some of it, not all of it, just some.
Maybe I
If
could
they want
copy-
that favor, they don't want to cross the Thieves Guild.
Do you think copying down some of the information would work?
Possibly. And he gives you one of just a random page.
Mm-hmm.
And before giving it over, he's going to do an investigation check just to make sure that just that one page itself would make sense, but not towards the whole story of what the context of the pages are.
If you're wrong, I'm just going to say you've got some numbers and kind of some names. You're guessing they probably, if they're as good as they say they are, they probably know some more information.
Okay. I hand you that page then.
Okay. I pocket it.
And then here he's gonna actually give you back your axes. She's like, I realize I never gave these back to you. I believe these are yours.
They are,
Would you like them back?
I suppose.
Okay. She hands them.
I take them back and put them in my belt.
Alright, without you guys going down.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you guys head out. And you, so Saoirse and Oki, you have different direction. Off to, you have a long trek ahead of you, unless you take a way to travel. We'll go with that later.
Yeah,
Okay. So you guys you two head out. And then Balsa, Haley, and Melothian, you all head towards the closest Nashir. You understand it's actually, you guys are, also you would know it's actually pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually in the entertainment district.
I'd lead them there.
Okay. You lead them there, and you guys approach this. Looks like a large establishment. Very well architecture, just takes up the entire building. In fact, used to there being a bunch of usually like apartments and homes in there, but it takes up a huge building. It looks like it's a stone front, like very steadily built. A large door in the front. It looks really nice in the front, and it has you see the name Nashir on it. And you guys walk in, you can see the very nicely done stone tiles laying up, and there is there's a person standing behind the desk, or kind of a little more of standing, and they're just welcome to the Nashir establishment. What are you here for? You see it is a female elf.
Okay. I step forward and I say, "Hi, I'd like to speak to a representative of the Nashir family."
And what is your business here?
Nahir's gonna walk up and show her Thieves Guild badge.
Are you expected?
No, ma'am. Or actually, it's a ma'am or sir.
It's ma'am.
Ma'am? Okay. No, ma'am.
Perhaps you would like to make an appointment then.
It is urgent business. Is there anyone available at this time?
Are you... you a representative of your guild?
Yes, she is.
You see me?
Well, I mean, she technically is.
Technically.
Aren't guild members all?
Were you chosen as a representative of your guild?
No.
You have to make an appointment. Unless there's some other reason. May I help you, ma'am? You, sir?
I'm with these two. And I must impress upon the idea that it is urgent business.
And may I ask who's asking?
Oh, I'm Belrothian. Zyra.
I see. Excuse me. She kind of walks coming to the front.
Oh, I hate it.
You're cringing.
And she leaves, and she comes back, and walking next to her is a taller, darker-skinned elf with long whitish hair. Not like totally dark, but like tanned. She has some glasses on. They're a violet color. She's wearing a full white, like pearl white gown. One side goes up to like the hip, kind of like I'd say it's like a Chinese dress.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me silk, and it has basically pearls all over this dress. She's walking in, and she walks to you. Belrothian, and then she comes to you and gives you a hug and kisses you on both cheeks. You never come to visit. Come, cousin, you must tell us of your day.
He's keeping a straight face.
Elsa is not hiding her
Hands up, puts her arm in your arm and just starts walking you towards like the back.
I'm fine.
And are these your friends?
Yeah.
Let me come too. She keeps walking. So what brings you to the big city of Freehaven?
Work. If you mean more literally, the High Marshal.
And how is my aunt?
Well, the same as ever.
Right. Well, I'm going to bring you two guys down to like an office. You see, when she walks in the office, looks like there's 2 desks. She sits on one half of the thing. I'm guessing you are not here for pleasure, just to visit your family.
Unfortunately not.
Why don't you visit our homeland more often? Uncle does speak kindly words of you.
I wish I could visit more, but now I'm roped into something bigger that needs my attention, I suppose.
More games, as Uncle puts it.
Games. Nah. more serious than that.
You're talking, another figure walks in. This figure kind of looks like this darkish elf you're talking to. Also equal, same complexion, but short cut hair, is also white, and they're wearing a full black suit. And they have also violet glasses. Actually, he comes in carrying sister, we have mentioned about... Kind of stops, sees you. Who are guests? Brother, this is our cousin, Belrothian. She was like, Belrothian! He goes and gives you a hug and a kiss on both of cheeks. You've come to visit!
He also hides a smile.
Nishir is just
I wish it was
baffled, like,
just a pleasure visit.
Oh. Well, one doesn't mean we can't make it into one. Unless, of course, it is pure for business.
Well, the business side might sour the mood, so I'm not quite sure that it can be made into a happy visit.
Business it is. Yes, indeed. You hear the woman. And what is it we may do for you? Now, dear sister, it's been years. Does Balrothian even remember us? Just stares at you, sitting on his desk on the other side.
He's trying very hard to keep a straight face, and he's just kind of like...
Roll history.
Yeah.
Man.
Carson, why do you do this? Oh, my rolls.
rest in peace.
That's a 13.
You remember your cousins there, Warada?
What is it?
Warada.
War?
Nashir. Warada, Nashir, and Harada, Nashir. Your twin cousins.
And their third triplet, Horchata.
What was the second one again?
Harada.
Hara.
Harada's the daughter. Warada's the son. So. And you remember that they related to your uncle, Saladrin Tramaris. The brother of your uncle from your father's side.
Oh, father's side, okay.
You're standing there kind of between their desks, both of them, one sitting behind her leg propped up, and the other one just sitting right here. So, tell us what it is you need, and we are going to end right there. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Swordfeet Adventures. Join us next time, and you have a good day. Go.
You really wanted to drag it out for that drop, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
I was like, he's gonna do something.